Hello, marketing students. I'm Nate Scharf. I'm your instructor for this marketing course. So whether you're taking this class online or on ground, this video is going to walk you through your entry points into the class. The support site for the class is Canvas. And for those of you online, you're going to interface solely through Canvas. And for those of you in the classroom, Canvas is the support tool that you'll go to complete a lot of your homework assignments. So I want to walk you through a couple of the components of the course so you know how to navigate your way around. But first off, let me just say thank you so much for enrolling in this course. I have a long marketing background, and I've been teaching this course for many years, and it's always changing, and it's dynamic. It's my favorite course to teach, by far. So whether you're interested in learning more about how to launch a product or how to distribute a product, more about advertising and promotion, pricing, market research, consumer behavior, we're going to touch on all of that. So this is a breadth course, which means we cover a lot of facets of marketing, hopefully get you excited about the topic, and then you pursue that degree and go further with a deeper dive into specific topics like market research, even digital media and digital marketing. So I'm excited to walk through this path with you. I'm very accessible. So if you're in the classroom, you can talk to me in class. If you're online, just send me a message and I usually get back within 24 hours, not a problem. Let's take a dive into the Canvas course and look at a few of the components. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look at the actual course. So here I am in one of the courses. Your section number might be different. Your view might be slightly different if you're online versus on ground. This is one of the online courses. But what you're going to see is the course is set up into modules. So modules are how the course is organized into weekly modules. And that's how you access the course. Now, when you first go into Canvas, you're going to see some other modules like the Start Here module, things like printable versions of the lectures, and some other things along those lines, marketing plan tips. Those are extra modules. But as you scroll down, you'll see we get into week 1, week 2, week 3, etc. Now this is a zero textbook cost course, meaning there's no textbook. You're going to rely solely on my lectures and also my supporting content materials like our robust study guide and other resources like that. There is a digital version of the textbook available, and that link is in the resource pages. So you can always turn to that, but you don't have a textbook for this course. Frankly, a textbook is outdated in marketing as soon as you print it, so this is a better way to set up this course. All right, so you see that we're currently in the modules view, and there's weekly modules. And now I want you to go into, to take a look at the week 1 module. So you see the week 1 marketing mix module right up here. So you see with each module it says the week 1 resource page, or if you scroll down further, the week 2 resource page. And then you see beneath that assignments. So resource page is everything. The resource page contains all the content that you need to digest before you do the assignments for that week. So you want to start with the resource page. Let's say, for example, we go into the week 1 resource page. We click on that link, and here you see welcome. And you see lecture videos in a table format and key terms beneath that. Let me explain this to you a little bit because it's going to look like a lot of information, but I'm trying to give you everything that you need to be successful in the course, especially given that we don't have a textbook for this course. So here we are on the week 1 resource page. You see that right here there's a link for the study guide. The study guide gives you the truncated, abbreviated definitions of each of the terms that you need for the weekly quizzes. I encourage you to always have the study guide pulled up in a window on your computer and available as you're looking at my lectures. So the goal is that you can use the study guide, and that tells you here's what you need to look for as you view my lectures. So let's look at these actual lectures. Here you see week 1 lecture videos. Here's the lectures, here's the status, here's the link, and here's how long each of them are. You see these first two, how to navigate and how to complete assignments, those are optional, encouraged, but they're optional. Beneath that, content lecture 1, content lecture 2, required. So this is actual, if this is a course that had a textbook, it'd be like lecture chapter 1, lecture chapter 2. So instead I call these content lecture 1 and content lecture 2, et cetera, et cetera. And you see the links over here. And if you click on these links, and you hear me talking there, so these are all narrated lectures. And what's great about these lectures is I'm giving you an outline in your resource page on the key terms that you want to know from those lectures. So you see for content lecture 1, key terms, it gives you the timing markers in those videos where that content shows up in the video. And you're busy, you're students, I know you are. You can scroll through all my yakety yak in my video and go directly to that timer marker and find that information so you can complete your assignments. So that's meant to help you out. So get the study guide, here's the key terms. That's going to match up with a lot of the stuff you see on the timing markers in your outline. The timing markers and the key terms are not always exactly the same. The timing markers might have extra stuff that I'm talking about in that lecture, whereas the study guide and those key terms are specifically for things that are going to be on the quiz. There's more assignments in this course than just the quizzes. Hence the other topics that are in here as well. Okay, now that my light has gone full blast, it's having a mind of its own. Let's look at these timing markers. So you see here, for example, this second lecture, Content Lecture 2, Marketing Mix, know these terms for quiz week 2. It's telling you things like, oh, at 1 minute and 13 seconds, there's a definition of the marketing mix. And at 10 minutes and 27 seconds, it talks about the promotional mix. So if you have your study guide in front of you and you see the promotional mix is on the study guide, you know that that's going to be on the quiz. And you also know where to go in my lecture to learn about that key term topic. So the two go hand in hand. Now, the videos, the lectures are available in 2 different formats. They're in here as videos, and these are all posted on YouTube, and they all have captions if you need captions. And it is my suggested way that you digest all of my lectures, is in the YouTube video lecture format. Now, I also have housed them here as Google Slides. So you can go down here, like, I don't want to listen to Nate anymore. I can't stand listening to his voice and seeing his face. I just want to read the lecture slides. You can go to the content lecture Google Slides version of those, click on that link, and those will come up here. So most of my non-video content is housed in Google as a document or as a Google slide presentation or a Google Sheet, which is Excel equivalent there, okay? So you will be using Google. If you don't know how to use Google Drive or Google Apps, they're free. And if you have a Gmail account, you already have access to all the Google products because they're all free. And it's basically Google's free version of their of what would be comparable to Microsoft Office products. All right, so that's the resource page. You're going to dive in and you're going to look at my lectures. You're going to look for those key terms. You're going to be checking them off as you go along and you're listening to me talk. Or maybe you want to read the lecture slides. You got the study guide, right? And then there's other things you can look at, like, okay, there is a digital textbook, and we see that link here if you want to look for that. I don't think you're going to need that a whole lot in this course, but it's there if you want it, and it's free. There are also hardbound copies of the textbook available at the reserve desk in the library, so you can go there and check that out if you want. There's the study guide. See the study guide here as I click on that. Here we are with key terms by week. So here, week 1, marketing mix. Explains what that is, explains what the marketing concept is. The study guide and the lecture, they're not always exactly the same. What are you going to be quizzed on? Stuff that's in the study guide. What might you also need for assignments, like your marketing plan and other bigger projects that you're going to do in the semester, would be also in the lectures, okay? So most of the stuff is going to be covered in the study guide. And you got your Google Slide versions of your lectures if you want to look at them in that format, as I covered that. And then you see a rubric for explaining how things are graded. And I'll go to those assignments here in a second. Now there's a little page next to the click here link, a page icon, that will pull the document up directly for you in Canvas. So some of the documents that I provide are PDFs, so not Google Docs. So, and this is one of them. So here's a rubric for how to do discussion assignments, basically your written work. So that's covering a lot of material, and there's week 1 resource page. So let's assume that you've digested all of that material, and now you want to go into complete your assignments. We're going to go back to week 1. We've digested everything on the resource page, and we see that we have a quiz and a discussion. When are your assignments due? Those of you on ground in a live class, we're going to do a lot of assignments directly in class through in-class participation exercises. Those of you online, you're going to be making those up through discussion assignments, but those are always listed here. Regardless whether you're in the classroom or online, check your Canvas assignments each week to see what's due. And typically those assignments are always due on Sunday of that week. Sunday's your deadline. You have a 1-day extension, meaning you can turn stuff in as late as Monday the following day with a 10% deduction. After Monday, the assignment closes, it's gone, and you have forfeited those points. Wow, Nate, that seems harsh. That's just a 1-day late extension. I have 3 sections of this marketing class. There's a lot of grading, there's a lot of written work. But here's the good news. You can work ahead of schedule. So everything is posted and available. So if you know you're going to be busy or traveling or you have a work commitment, you can work ahead of schedule on assignments. What you can't do is work behind assignments. So everything's due on Sunday, and then you have a 1-day grace period. You can turn it in the following Monday for 10% off. So try to work ahead of deadlines. Don't wait until the last minute on Sunday to get stuff started and put yourself under that undue stress. I click on those assignments here. For example, we see in week 1, we see a quiz. Tells you what the topics are there. It's exactly like what's in the study guide. You see the study guide, you can have that in front of you. We see that it's 10 points and you have 60 minutes. So once you click on take the quiz, it's live and the timer starts. You won't have any problem with not having enough time to complete these quizzes unless you get distracted and walk away from your computer and forget and come back after the hour's gone. Once you start a quiz, you do need to complete it. So you can't open up a quiz, complete it halfway, close it down, and then come back still within the hour. You need to complete it in one sitting, and you need to complete it within the time limit. If you don't have the quiz completed by the time the time limit has expired, it will submit whatever you've completed, and that will be your score. There is no makeup on quizzes. Once you submit, that's what gets turned in. Okay, so week 1, we saw the quiz, we see a discussion, we click, and we see the discussion here. 20-point discussion. It'll always list the due dates. I haven't loaded in the due dates on these yet, so you don't see these right now, but that'll be part of what you see when you pull these up. It'll give you the learning objective. What are we trying to learn? And for those of you in the online class, this initial discussion is what I use to confirm if you're active in the class. So Canvas assignments are due on Sunday, but the very first discussion assignment will actually be due Wednesday of the first week, just so I can confirm who's active in the class. Answer the questions and number your answers in your discussions. Please number your answers, put a space, a line space between each answer. Number 1, answer, block format, left aligned, space. Number 2, answer, block format, space, on down the line. And then when you have it done, you'll submit your discussion, and then you'll go back and reply to 2 other students. And it'll usually tell you, like for this first discussion, reply to their answer to question 4 above. And that's how we get our kind of cross-chat going in the class. So that's the discussions. All right, let's kick it up a notch and let's talk about the marketing plan assignment. So I'm going back to modules, and I'm in the student view right now. You see the Start Here module, welcome video, welcome to Principles of Marketing. I'm going to change this name to Major Projects, which is the marketing plan project. And what you see here is major projects and resources. Some additional information here, but if we click on major projects and resources, that's going to take us into other course resources that we need. So most of your resources are nested under the weekly module. The weekly module always starts with a resource page and then the assignments. We find everything under marketing plan resource page. We click on that link and it tells us what's going on with this major project. So each week you're typically taking a quiz, you have a discussion, and then you're also in certain weeks throughout the semester submitting portions of your marketing plan. You're building a marketing plan for a product idea of your own. It starts in week 5, and then with other weeks, it goes from there. Pretty much every other week, you're going to submit a short couple of pages section of the marketing plan, and I'm teaching on that section of the marketing plan in that week's module. So this gives you everything you need on the marketing plan. Wow, I've talked a lot. I appreciate you listening to all of this. So how to communicate with me? Send me a message in Canvas. So you see there's this inbox over here on the far left. But always, when you need to contact me, I ask that you please use the Canvas inbox. Again, I'm hovering over it right now in this view, because that tool automatically puts your email into the specific course that you're in. If you just go onto the MiraCosta College website and you look me up and send me an email on your own, John Smith at yahoo.com, and if you don't include what course you're in, I'm going to have a hard time finding you. So emailing me directly within Canvas makes sure that I know which course you're in, and it enables me to respond to you more quickly. All right. In the welcome page, also stuff about my background. I've got a lot of marketing experience, and I'm here to support you. So I'm available. If you're in the classroom, we're going to be talking live. If you're online, we're going to be doing a lot of this. I also schedule video chats for my online students. So if that's something you want, we can certainly talk a lot faster and convey a lot more information in a video chat. So I like scheduling those. You see there's a Confer Zoom link here. I have to schedule these video conferences, but you would inbox me first. Hey, I've got some detailed questions about the marketing plan. And I'll respond, all right, I'm available these and these dates. What works for you? We pick a date, and then you'll go into the course on that date and time. You'll click on Confer Zoom, and we'll be off to the races. We can chat live in person. So all you need is a webcam or even your cell phone with a camera on it, and we can do it that way. Okay, any questions? Give me a call. I look forward to working with you all, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much.